we're at Bomb Row Studios, and this is our studio inside of our family's barn. It's a very big barn.
So now we'll go inside. We have some solar panels, which we have new ones for our house. So we had a tornado come by that knocked out all our trees, which
And there are the trees now.
we get full sun on our barn for solar. So this is inside. There is upstairs with storage, which is just kind of a loft area, and then we have our area, which we already did last year. So you come in and you have our makeshift clay station, which has just a plywood board with some canvas over it right now. I have an actual wedging table in our garage. Then we have our extruder and our counter spaces, and then some extra tables that usually sit here, and put our bisque and glaze work on one table. Then we have some shelving for work that's finished, but that's all in our garage right now. We also have some storage under each counter.
Lots of storage.
So we have everything from extra kiln shelves in that little box to that white box. We have our tools for our extruder. Then we have our clay recycled containers at the bottom here too. Then our GR pottery forms and plaster forms with our extra banding wheels. And then we have a pegboard wall.
Yeah, pegboard.
Wall on top that has all these stuff. He just emptied out a space to add more things on later on. So that's the workstations, and then we have storage on top also. So there's some chemicals for glazing, mason stains, all other random stuff that we just end up putting on top.
We hope to start messing with glaze chemistry soon.
Yeah.
When we fix our glazing.
Then we have all our rolling pins and extras down here. We did have just plain plywood tabletops first. We sanded everything down, put a stain on it, and then put some polyacrylic over it, a couple coats to make nice tabletops to work on. We usually do use some kind of birch board to work on top of it anyway. We have all our templates, some tile cutters, and then we have all our glazes. So our glazes are currently on this works table. This is my side, that's my brother's side.
And we just got some more glazes in the mail.
Just got some more glazes to add to that, but eventually our glazes are all going to end up on that table.
And that will be our glaze chemistry station.
So that will be our glaze station. So this will just be my workstation. We have some cabinets underneath that we took from my parents' closets because they got new ones made. So we just have some stamps, cookie cutters, all silicone mold and textured wooden stamps, and wallpaper for texture. And then we just have a cabinet full of test tiles because I don't know exactly where to put them yet.
This is our wooden stamps.
Yeah. So this is him using one of the wooden stamps. My mom got those from India. For him. There's a whole bunch of them. Then we have everything hanging up. And we also have some cabinets down here. So I keep all my small underglazes here. All my luster and gloves and stuff in the top cabinet. Then we have all extra glazes and my mask in here. With some templates and forms down here. Also made a little whiteboard. Don't really write on it. Chalkboard. But don't really write on it. I put some glazes that I might need to buy. We have our rolling cart. Our kiln is outside this door. So this barn door opens up all the way. And we get to the outside covered area. And we have our kiln back here. So our kiln is all the way back here. So we use that rolling cart to bring it out or fill up the kiln. Then roll it back inside. We are in Florida, but it is cold today. So we have a nice big area. Eventually, sometimes you could put a table out here and do your glazing outside. We have our slab roller. I also have an extra wheel down here, which is one I found for only $25, and me and my dad fixed it up, and now it's working fine. We have that wheel for our GR pottery forms. Of course, we have our heater because it's like 40 degrees outside. And yeah, pretty much it. I work usually over here. And then we need to keep our foam and our wood pieces down here for our boards. And all extra bisque that we haven't glazed yet goes down here so we can grab it easily. My brother even has a glass station, and he filed all his glass away, so he was making stained glass for a little while. He paused to do some more ceramics. That's pretty much it. That's my brother.
Hi.
This is me.
That's us.
Us. Yep. So then we'll go to the garage in a second and go see the garage setup, which I have to walk all the way back to the house to see. Now we're in the garage. It's kind of messy because we just had a show. So there's all our box and our supplies. So my wheel, I put a little sheet around it to catch any trimmings and anything flying off. See all these lines, that's from smoothing out the bottoms. The liquid just flies off. And then we have this wedging table me and my dad made. So we made this last year, right when the pandemic started. Me and my brother got bored because we were waiting for plaster. So then we ended up painting it. So we have little pineapples on it. We have two different sides for brown clay, for white clay. I usually put a piece of plywood over the side I'm not using currently. And of course I have a white board to write whatever. This is actually a jar that I threw that my teacher carved my dog on because he has cancer. So, and then we have my adjustable work table. These are one of those Husky tables from Home Depot. It goes up and down based on your height. Yeah, and that's basically all I have in the garage. I just have my wheel, my wedging table, and a work table. We keep all of our everything that's glazed in this cabinet because usually we're taking it in and out for shows, so we leave it in the garage so it's easier for us to handle rather than taking it back and forth from the barn. So we are designated one full cabinet to put all our stuff in. So we just try to keep it in that cabinet to keep it clean. Yep, pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed our studio.